Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this one I am going to be giving my opinion on the Doom beta, because I've been playing it for about 2.5 hours and I am enjoying it, but there are some issues that I'd like to talk about. So first of all, it feels very Halo-like. Now, I played a lot of the Halo 4 multiplayer, I haven't played Halo 5 at all, but it feels a lot like the Halo 4 multiplayer for me. However, it did have a lot of differences, but the base game felt really Halo-like. The armour looked very Halo-like, everything felt really Halo-like. The guns didn't feel Halo-like, but they did have a Halo-like weight and mechanic to them. Their engine feels quite Halo-like, and the HUD looks quite Halo-like, and you know, just how the game plays, it all feels pretty Halo-y, but you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does, and I wanted to address that first of all. But another thing is that I do like the beta. However, in the beta I've only played on 2 maps, and I think they're the only 2 maps you can play on, and that's pretty disappointing for a beta, but it's only a beta, so we could be seeing loads more maps in the multiplayer as it comes out. I mean, I can only speculate on the multiplayer because, you know, there's not much else to speculate on, and overall it's pretty fun. There's plenty to do inside the game. Like, you have the things like the little hacks that help you out a little bit every now and then, and you have the customization of your weapons, which is pretty deep, to be honest with you, the customization of your weapons, and it's quite fun, and I enjoyed that, and I think that it was fun, and the patterns were nice, and the gameplay didn't feel broken. It was definitely quite good. Another thing I'd like to address is to start off with the menu when it starts up for the first time. On an Nvidia machine, it says that there are known issues with the Nvidia GPUs, and it will stutter for a bit, and then, you know, I'm glad that Bethesda addressed to that, but at the same time I'm a bit disappointed that it's like that. However, I don't really care. After a while it was a bit stuttery at first, but then it started running just fine, and it was fun. Another thing I'd like to mention are the kill moves that you do in Melee, which look absolutely fucking amazing. Crushing people's heads and bashing them to death is just brilliant. I just love that so much. It looks really cool. It's like the Halo assassinations, just from any angle, and they look so cool. I love them. Like, I just love them. And there are 2 game modes that you can play in the beta, both of which are quite fun. And what I like about the capture the area sort of thing, like, it's like King of the Hill sort of thing, but what I like about it is that the area moves as you capture it, so that means change of vantage points, which means that your enemy needs to plan ahead, and that means that they have a bit more of a challenge getting into it, and so they're not just trying different angles all the time. They've got to come from a new area, they've got to go to a new area, and they've got to destroy things in that area. Well, they've got to kill you from the vantage points given to that area. So it's very challenging to keep the area, but at the same time it's very fun when you do. So I think that it's one of those games where, you know, I just think it's good, and the beta overall is pretty fun. However, a lot of people are saying it's like a Halo reskin because of the multiplayer. The Doom beta seems like the multiplayer is a bit of a Halo reskin, but to be fair, it's quite fun in itself, and I enjoy it, and I think that there are worse games out there, to be honest, and it's one of those games that I really do enjoy. The footage you're seeing now is from one of my streams, or my stream earlier today anyway, and in that stream I basically beat the crap out of myself and realised that I suck at this game. But other than that, it was a fun game to give. It was fun to play, and I did lose about 2.5 hours of my life playing this game already, like the beta, and I think, this is quite good. You know, I'll just make a video on my thoughts. So I thought that because, you know, I had thoughts to give. So overall, I'm going to say that this game is one of those games that I like, not necessarily love, because, you know, it's a bit hard to love when there's not much to love, but I like the concept. I like how gory it is. I like all the blood. I like all of it. It's really satisfying when you kill someone. So it's like Halo, which is in a good way. It's satisfying when you kill someone, so I like that as well. So that's another thing that I like. So overall, I think it's one of those games that's going to have a good multiplayer. Hopefully a few more maps that are a bit different in colour and tone and etc. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me what you think about this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. So yeah. So